are the matchups we live for. A battle between conference rivals.
Absolutely. There's some extra motivation behind this one, so I'm expecting to see the energy and intensity ramp up.
And this game not only means more to the players, it means more to the fans. This building is going to be loud.
Here's Phoebish. Screen by Stewart. No good with the triple. On offense, here the Sky. Pass to Diggins. Cardoso inside. Here's Stevens. And the three off target.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
A shot like that is in Stewart's comfort zone. And that's just a result of her determination and really more so her confidence.
Now here's Cardoso. Here's Diggins. Cans it from downtown.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Pass to Johannes. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Sheldon. Here's Diggins. And so just over a minute and a half played. Tries the spin move. Stevens. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Cardoso. Guarded by Jones. Rejected by Jonquel Jones. Pass to Johannes. The three ball. The rebound by the Sky. It was a long time coming, but the Liberty finally won it all in 2024.
You think about it, it's their first championship after losing in the finals 5 times, including the year before, 2023. And it wasn't easy. They took the full 5 games, overtime in that game 5, but Liberty fans got to see their team win on their court. Such a sweet feeling. Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
Pass to Stewart, and here's Phoebish. Now Johannes jacks up a three. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
And that one's good, Jones.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Pass to Stevens. Now here's Cardoso. Diggins. Sheldon outside. Cardoso. Guarded by Jones. Here's Diggins. Takes the three. Chicago again missing. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Jones outside. Johannes. Off target from outside. Here's Diggins. Pass to Cardoso. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
And here's Johannes. Off target with the three.
She's jacked up a number of threes, but her accuracy has just not been there. If you ask me, it's time to try something new.
Pass to Cardoso. Fires the three. A rebound by Brianna Stewart. New York trailing here. And here's Phoebish. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Jones outside. Buries it from three-point range.
A gifted shooter for a player her size. Jones is a matchup nightmare.
Here's Diggins.
Goes up on the wing. He squares up and sinks it.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Johannes.
From outside the arc. That one's off too.
A rough 0 for 6 start for her.
On offense, here the Sky.
Here's Diggins.
And it's off from three-point range. And she drops in the layup off glass.
This has been a thriller. You can't say enough about the way these teams have battled each other.
All signs point to this thing going all the way down to the wire. I'd be shocked if it ended any other way, Tim.
I'd certainly take that, Brian.
Stevens, that's good.
Stevens can score from anywhere, but on the interior is where the defense really has to worry about her.
And when you watch Azurá Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 5. The shot from the low post is good. To the middle. Stewart with the bucket.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
Sky trail.
Here's Diggins.
She has 7. Stevens, defended by Stewart. Stevens with it. Stewart's there.
Here's Diggins.
Good on the triple. Pass to Stewart.
Lebish.
Back to Stewart. And stolen by Stevens. To the inside. It's stolen by Jonquel Jones.
Here's Lebish. Defended by Sheldon.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires it. Rebound Chicago.
Also up top.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Breanna Stewart. That is her first foul of the game. Oh, New York going with an almost entire new group here. On defense, New York. They trail by 1. Now Bannon. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Ionescu.
Here's Lebish.
Clock at 6.
Lainey Hamilton.
Drills the three-pointer.
Lainey Hamilton. 3 points.
Now here's Cloud. This one for 3. Banham, no good.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Pass to Ionescu. The tray. Unable to get that one to go.
I think that one could have easily fallen for her.
The D may have done just enough there.
Up top, Cloud. And once again off the mark by Chicago. New York leading. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint.
Here's Lebish.
And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
There are so many skills Ionescu has offensively, but her feel for the game, knowing when to dish it, it's just simply incredible.
Up top, Cloud. And here's Banham. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Liberty up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
This team's on the same page. They're right where they need to be on offense.
Yeah, they're on the same page, the same chapter, whatever you want to call it. And they're hitting their scorers right when they need to, making scoring just easy for them.
One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
Now here's Cloud. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Stevens. The three-pointer, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Denied for the third time. She's 0 for 3. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Stevens. Jonquel Jones with the block.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Jones's timing when it comes to shot blocking is just phenomenal.
Three-pointer, Sabrina Ionescu. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard-fought bucket there. Nice putback.
And so it's Chicago with it. And here's Banham. Cloud, covered by Ionescu. Out to the wing. Here's Taylor. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Well, she's just going to keep bearing those. If that's how the D is going to play her, they've got to be better, got to be closer in.
Now here's Jones. 9 points in the game. Right side, Sabali. Back to Lainey Hamilton. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Banham. She's covered by Gardner. Here's Taylor. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
Sabali gets the bucket.
In the paint, Sabali has the tools to be dominant. Look at her muscle her way to the shot there.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Here's Taylor. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Now here's Gardner. Satu Sabali outside. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
But how about Satu Sabali answering that three?
Here's Taylor. Natasha Cloud from outside. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. Allen with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Stevens. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. Up top, Cloud. Shoots over Gardner. Cloud can't get it to go.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
Now here's Gardner. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Sabali. Launches a three. And again, it's New York with a three.
The team gets Sabali set up perfectly. She starts her shooting motion the instant she has the ball.
It's been an incredible career and journey for Jonquel Jones.
You think about it, I mean, she was born in the Bahamas, drafted out of a mid-major school, just 6 points per game as a rookie. But Jones has worked herself into an MVP, WNBA champion, one of the great stories in league history.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
The shake. Rejected by Elizabeth Williams.
Amongst the most fearsome defenders in the league, you don't want to take it at Williams. She almost takes it personal.
Here's Taylor. Chicago again missing.
Here's New York now. Pass to Gardner. Now Sabali. Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
From outside, off the mark. Chicago trailing here.
Here's Taylor.
Now here's Williams. Trying to get back on track. Banham, no good.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Inside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feet.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
The lob, the slam, a work of art.
I hope there's a genie here, because if there is, I wish really badly that we get to see a few more of those.
Now here is Stevens. Bucket is good.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Out to the left wing, Jones. And she was fouled in the act of shooting an opportunity for a three-point play.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Okay, let me put you two on the spot. If you had one pick, one player to start a franchise with, who's it going to be?
Give me Asia Wilson. She has all those MVPs. She's got the championships. And it's about her scoring, her defense, and her size. You can build around that.
That's a great pick, Tim, but you know who I'm going with. Come on, Breanna Stewart. You get the defense with Stewie, but you throw in the shooting and just her all-around game. It puts her over the top for me.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Williams over Stewart, and Williams gets it to go.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Shot high post. Chicago with the rebound.
Diggins.
Williams sets the screen. Down low. And Breanna Stewart with the block.
Phenomenal defense from Stewart on that play. It's no surprise she's regarded as one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Here's Johannes.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
Got the D, worried about her inside, and kicked it out for the open jump shot. Nice pass.
And so it's Chicago with it. 6-point game.
Pass to Sheldon.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy, and she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Here's Diggins.
10 points for her.
And a basket by Cardoso.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Sabali, no good. Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside. Pass to Cardoso. Diggins.
The three-pointer off the mark. Now Johannes. And here's Stewart.
Covered by Cardoso.
Here's Johannes. Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Beautiful dish down low.
Here's Chicago now. Trailing here by 8.
Here's Diggins. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Outside Williams. Shoots from 12. That shot missing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And the basket by Sabali.
I love how aggressive Sabali is when she catches fire. When she gets on a roll, she wants to keep piling it on.
Here's Diggins.
10 points for her. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Liberty up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. And you know, Satu Sabali has been exceptional here, guys.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Here's Diggins. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Pass to Diggins.
Shoots over Jones.
And the basket by Diggins.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Here's Johannes. Defended by Sheldon. you look at the numbers, three-point shooting has leveled off a bit here in the W.
Yeah, it's still a huge part of the game, but the amount of attempts isn't increasing like it was before. It's been about the same the last couple of years.
Well, and we're all thinking why, right? And I think it's because teams have gotten better at defending the three-point line. And listen, there's really only so many threes you can take per game.
And she makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Here's Diggins.
12 points for her.
Sheldon outside. Pass to Diggins.
Top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Now Stewart. Over Stevens. Attached short, but it's good off the front iron. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Stevens.
Now Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
14 points for her.
And here's Sheldon.
4 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the 3. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The pick by Jones.
Pass to Johannes.
Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for her.
Sheldon outside. Here's Diggins. Back to Sheldon. Diggins.
Shoots off the step back. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Pass to Stewart. And that one good.
I mean, talk about vision. Wow. Jonquel Jones with quick eyes and a nice pass.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Here's Diggins.
Now Stevens, defended by Stewart. And Brianna Stewart with the block.
Pass to Johannes.
To the inside. And that one's good. Jones.
Look at the spacing Jones is able to create in the pick and roll. Good teamwork results in a great shot.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside and that they have been, they're in big trouble.
And they're going to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Outside Stevens. Out to the right wing. Tries to snap the cold streak. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A prototypical stretch 4. Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Pass to Stewart. buries it down low.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Now here's Sheldon.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Now Phoebish.
Pass to Jones. Johannes. Picked by Jones. From the arc. Johannes shot is off.
Well, most games she can hit from deep, but this game, it's not there for her.
Here's Diggins. Cardoso.
Guarded by Jones.
Here's Diggins.
Drops in the layup for two.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
Pass to Jones. Here's Johannes. No good from outside.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Now Stevens.
Now here's Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
16 points for her. Clock at 4. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul.
You know, there are a lot of ways that the WNBA has influenced the NBA. And a big one was with the Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, that in-season tournament was a precursor to the NBA's by a few years. And it really just showed how much excitement and interest can be created.
I think it holds a special place for a lot of WNBA fans, the teams, the players, and fans. They all really enjoy the cup.
And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, she goes 1 for 2. And the Liberty with possession here. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside, Stewart shoots the 3. New York, no good that time either.
Here's Diggins.
17 points in the game.
Pass to Cardoso.
Outside, Stevens. She gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit lead.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Picked by Jones. Here's Phoebish. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Diggins.
On the wing, Natasha Cloud.
Screened by Cardoso.
Pass to Taylor. From downtown. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. Brianna Stewart from outside. No basket that time, but only her 3rd miss in 8 attempts.
Here's Diggins.
Launches it. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. To the middle. Here's Stewart. Azare Stevens with some nice D.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 17.
2 minutes.
Pass to Stevens. It's stolen. Here's Stewart. It's in and good for her 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
And when you talk about the elite players in our sport, Brianna Stewart is near the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at 6 straight top 3 MVP finishes. Stewie's already won 3 titles and is always an all-defensive team member. Plus, she just turned 30. I mean, that's insane.
Timeout called to Liberty.
They want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
New York making some changes.
Outside, Sabali.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Chicago with the rebound.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Now here's Cloud. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And Elizabeth Williams is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for her. And so it's New York with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Sabali. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
Because of Sabali's impressive physical skills, I'm never surprised when she pulls off these contact finishes.
Here's Banham. She's got 6. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Taylor, that's good.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Ionescu up top. She's covered by Cloud. The 3. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Liberty out in front, up by 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. Welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. New York in the lead. Pass to Gardner. Sabali. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Taylor. There's the triple. The shot misses. And the Liberty with possession here. Pass to Gardner. Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Using the post moves to get the 2 points.
At just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Here's Taylor. Cloud. No good on the triple. Ionescu has it. Cloud picks her up. Lainey Hamilton. They get the rebound. And the basket by Sabali.
I love the effort and energy Sabali brings to the boards. Great second chance effort there.
Stevens, guarded by Sabali. Lets it go from 11. Chicago again missing. Ionescu outside. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. 6 to shoot. Sabali. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
That was good defense, but Sabali is a great scorer, especially around the hoop.
The left wing. 3-pointer Natasha Cloud. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Defense right on her. Ionescu from past the arc. She can't get that one to fall. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rachel Banham, and that's good.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Timeout called the Liberty.
Liberty making a switch here. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside, Sabali. Takes the three. Jones inside. She's guarded by Williams. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. So that'll put Jonquel Jones on the line. It's going to go on Elizabeth Williams.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, what impresses me the most about Jones is her versatility. She's a three-level scorer. She's got great handles for her size. She's an outstanding rebounder. And on the other end, she's a phenomenal defender.
Now here is Stevens. Shoots over Sabali. The shot by Stevens, no good. And so it's New York with it. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Misses the three. On offense, here the Sky. 15-point game. Cloud with it.
Lainey Hamilton covering. Pass to Diggins.
Fires from deep. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. Here's Sabali. Up and in on the layup.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Now here's Cloud.
Pass to Diggins.
Taylor. That three off the mark.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Now Stewart. Shoots from the right block. Again, the Liberty good for two.
Here's Diggins.
Fires for three. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. On offense, here the Liberty. 16-point lead, the largest margin of the game. Jones, she's guarded by Williams. The three is up. Again, the miss by Brianna Stewart. To the wing on the left. Left side, Stevens. Cloud. Let's go with a three. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
Here's Phoebish.
She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Stewart. And here's Sabali.
Now Phoebish.
Just three to shoot. There's the three. Satu Sabali, and that's good.
Oh, this is a shot Sabali can make with ease. She's also smart in knowing when to test her range.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Here's Diggins. to stop the run. Fatu Sabali comes up with the board.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Pass to Stewart. For three. Stevens grabs the board. Chicago with the ball.
Trailing by 19.
Stevens the screen.
On the wing, Natasha Cloud.
And once again off the mark by Chicago.
Here's Phoebish.
Back to Stewart. Makes that one fall. It's her 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
The shot by Diggins, no good. And here's Phoebish. Pass to Sabali.
Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Timeout called the Sky. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It's essential they put a stop to this run.
Laney Hamilton covering.
It's good.
Now here is Ionescu. Pass to Sabali. Drew a screen.
Pulls up from the top of the key.
Sabali shot is off. Here's Diggins.
From deep.
Offensive board.
Tries again.
Cardoso can't get it to go.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Pass to Sabali.
Rejected by Azare Stevens.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
And how about that replay? You got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
An emphatic rejection. You got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Laney Hamilton.
And the ball out of play. The Sky will have it.
Chicago Sky Ball.
And the Sky with some changes.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Stevens.
Here's Cardoso.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Now here is Ionescu.
For three. Stevens grabs the board. And so it's Chicago with it.
Pass to Sheldon. Here's Diggins.
To the paint. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Liberty ball.
On offense, here the Liberty. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Back to Ionescu. Shot to end the cold run. Chicago with the rebound. Sheldon with it. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.